I decided to look into divergent plate boundaries. So obviously the type is divergent, and what happens when a divergent plate boundary occurs is the tectonic plates move in opposite directions. They're almost always located in the ocean, but there are rare cases such as Iceland where the plates move apart and then the melt occurs and forms new oceanic crust usually. So a real world example of this would be the mid-oceanic ridge. So here's an overview of it over here. So you can tell that there's clear lines dividing the plates, and then here's what it looks like underwater. A real world example on land would be the East Africa Great Rift Valley. And so this is what it looks like if you were to go there. And then here's an overview of it. So it's clearly the African and the Arabian plate separating. And it's caused by the plate separating, obviously. The type of stress that occurs at this plate boundary is tension. And tension is when two objects move away from each other, which is clearly what's happening in the divergent plate boundary. Features that are created at these type of boundaries are new oceanic crust. Here's a lot of examples that we can see just from like the map of the world with all the different red arrows that are separating. Those are all divergent boundaries that we see. And there are earthquakes that occur here at the boundaries, and they're pretty shallow, but they're still there because obviously when whole plates are moving, there's going to be some movement. And when the plates shift apart on land, obviously land is moving back on itself, and then there's also just oceanic crust separating. There are volcanoes that form as well because if two plates are moving apart, then all the magma is exposed, and then it's going to rise to the surface, and it creates shield volcanoes in this case. And that's all I have.